Welcome to Grim World. This is a print and play card-driven narrative adventure that takes place in the world of the Brothers Grimm. So it is a fairy tale, but the original fairy tale version. And this is from Roll Shop. My version is unfinished. This is a print and play prototype that I built professionally. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at it from intuitive perspective, so not a dry rule overview. You can visit. I discovered Grimworld a few years ago on Board Game Geek, where Owl Shop showed his first version, and he has been working on this project for several years, incorporating the various original German fairy tales from Grimm and Andersen, I think, in a card-based form that you can play through solo. And it supposedly reacts to you and your actions. This is my first attempt at designing a box for Grimworld, because I want to keep things in boxes. There are a few documents. There's a rule book and there's a tutorial. And the problem with the rulebook and tutorial that I have with is that the font size is too small. It's 7 points, and that is painful for my eyes. So I ran it through a Word document editor in Google Drive and enlarged the font. And I was originally thinking about making a box in A5 format. A4 is US letter for Americans, and A5 is half the width, and that makes the box shelving compact. But it shouldn't go at the price of having to work through these cards for setup. So let's take a look. The files that I printed, I didn't know what I was printing, but it's not that hard to print. However, the alignment gave me some small issues. When you have built all these files, all these cards, it's just gluing together, then you notice that there are Y cards in the top right, and I did them back to back, so you see 5, 7, 8, 9, 23, 38, etc. So this is the way to keep them tight and avoid bending. Of course, it never wants to fit in back again. So no matter. And there are Y cards until 156. These cards kind of trying to figure out what the game is about. So there is a little story, and if you're Martha, you receive a sad face. So we know that there is a hero called Martha, and there are things with small set faces. The Z cards, I think, are for the expansion that I also printed. The Z cards are also location cards, like Trondheim is a small village at the foot of the Cauldron Mountains, so there are there is a geography. And if you are Joseph, then something happens, etc. So we can safely put them aside. And how to organize this? So my first idea was that, well, you have here the yellow things, that they have yellow front and back, and these are quests, I think. Bit, I should have done it a little bit thicker, but it was something with the paper and something with the glue. It took a long time to dry. So here you see this is some kind of a bring it to the foot of, bring some construction for pieces of wood to Peak Mountain 12. So let's first then take a look at the locations. Not sure. Okay, so I think the Y cards and the Z cards and the yellow cards are easily separated. Then we have a bunch of other cards. Now, here is damage tracker cards. And these damage tracker cards are obvious. Here you are dead. 1 HP, 2 HP, 3 HP, 4 HP, 5 HP, 6 HP, and you also see some kind of arrow. So this should go with an alignment of some sort. And you have various colors. It should speak for itself. Just find something in your cabinets, board game cabinets, to serve as a placeholder. So there is some kind of combat, apparently. Then let's take a look at the terrain cards. These are easily recognizable because they have a letter A, Grim, World, and 4 of these icons that are always the same. A, B, D, the center letter of things. You can see in the back that they have a lot of complicated stuff. At least it looks complicated at first glance, and it is complicated for me because I haven't read the rules yet. And you can also see that there is some kind of number here, and I think that is some kind of skill check when you draw at random. So you're supposed to shuffle them, I think. Otherwise it wouldn't be random, right? And there's, if you take a look here at upside down, you have all kinds of symbols and numbers, and I think because of the colors that these are specific attributes for your hero. So you have villages, you have towns, forests, there's a black forest, a normal forest, I think, and there's a meadow, and lots of meadow, and there is mountains, and merchants, and ruins. So given, as you can see, that was clearly a lot of work to design such a thing. Let's not sleeve them or put them in the wrapper. Then there is locations. I called that miscellaneous, so let's wait for a while. The start things, I think they are start things. You have a lumberjack called Joseph, so this is the hero. You have Gizo, I think. That's very fluent with this font type, but I think it's Gizo. Gizo. The thief, and you see all these attributes. So most of them start with 0. He has, well, it's a thief, so automatically he has some kind of mask thing. He can do things from a short range, and this is bleeding or something. He can move for 4. So if we compare this with a lumberjack, for example, is somewhat smarter. It doesn't wear a mask. It's the same range. It can do purple thing. And it's not as fast as Gizo. It can. The stats are the same here, and he's a bit stronger. I think this is strength. Makes sense to me. Then we have Marta. We already saw Marta in my intuitive analysis. Marta is mostly as fast as Gizo and as strong. She has purple lips, so that would be charm or something. And there is Altilia, and she looks worse in all respects. A negotiation, I think that purple thing is negotiation, but the stats are worse than Marta's. Maybe this is stronger or something. And let's see. There's quests and 2 normal quests, so I think you can have these quests take because of the symbol. The symbol looks the same. These are, I think, then could be personal quests. So you choose a character and then you draw 2 of these at random, I think. And then there is talars. So you have 1 talar, 2 talar,